Hey, everybody, we are back with 4 questions for the Bible in about 3 or 4-ish minutes. And we are in the story of where Noah and his boys and his family, they're off the ark. And for those of you new to the channel, we just dive line by line into the Bible and just super brief videos. So it makes it really digestible and easy to follow. So if you have an interest in knowing the Old Testament for whatever reason, as a layperson just starting out and trying to forget all of our other biases and opinions, just to know what it says, it's a pretty important book and has a big impact on the world. So I think it's important for us to know and to understand. And for those that are on a spiritual journey, you may be able to pull some nuggets out of this that can help you along the way. Now, Noah goes out and plants a vineyard after getting off the boat. And once again, the Bible just gives no story. Just Noah plants a vineyard. Now Noah's drunk. There's a lot that happens between planting grape seeds, planting a vineyard, to making wine, and then to getting drunk. But there is no story there. So question number one, clearly Noah is fallible. He's imperfect. He's imperfect. So like all of us are imperfect, which I don't know anybody who's not. You probably don't know anybody that's not either. It implies that God loves imperfect people because not only did the biblical God say he creates man, but also that Noah obviously is not perfect because he's treating his bodily temple not that great. It's because he's getting drunk. And in my estimation, I think we should do our best to, live in moderation. And getting hammered is probably not really a good idea. So, the question is, how does God come to that conclusion that, okay, Noah is imperfect. I know he's going to do imperfect things, but all the other people that Jehovah killed in this flood were also imperfect and fallible people. So what's the separator? What made Noah so wonderful that him and his boys are going to repopulate the earth? And kill everybody else. It just doesn't say, other than they're wicked and evil and corrupt. So with no definitions of what Jehovah means by that. So it leaves you guessing. And question number 2 is also Noah. He's drinking this wine, and it seems to imply that planting stuff is good, and I would tend to agree with that. If everybody used the principles of like permaculture and different ways of really smart gardening, then there would be only good, healthy food if done properly, and our bodily temples and everybody would be probably in a lot better moods, happier people. They spend a lot less money at the grocery store, so they could use their money for other things. But it seems like God is saying that the biblical God is saying, hey, plant something. And also the third question would be, wine is okay then? I hope so. If the biblical God is the God, well, I had a couple of glasses of wine last night from Italy, and they were fantastic. And I did not drink to excess, and I find it wonderful. So that's the other question. It seems like God is giving sanction that wine is okay, and does not say anything about being drunk, whether that's good or bad. And we go on, it's in chapter 9, verse 20 of Genesis, it says, Noah remains a man of the ground. If any of y'all are familiar with grounding or earthing, there's a great documentary, if you want to look it up on I don't know what platform, obviously, you're watching this on, but YouTube has it still, I believe. It is called Earthing. look up earthing documentary. It discusses the frequency and the resonance of the earth and how that goes into our bodies, and how if we lay in the grass, if we walk barefooted without having a electric insulator or rubber soles, it allows the electrons and the pulse of the earth to actually feed into our bodies. It is really good. Is that what they're saying here? Because it's very specific. It says that Noah remains a man of the ground. So obviously, to me, it means he is respecting the ground. The ground is earth. So is this saying we should all respect the earth? If that's what it's saying, I'm certainly can get behind that. And is he practicing earthing, grounding? Because that's what he says he's doing. And he also plants in the vineyard, and I think we should all plant. And the last question is, Noah gets naked in his tent. So he's in his own tent, and his son Ham apparently doesn't like this, because it says he tells everybody in the tent and out of the tent, hey, Dad's naked. His dad happens to be Noah, the favored one by Jehovah. If he's in his tent, it's his private tent, it's his bedroom, who cares if he's naked? A lot of people sleep naked. A lot of people like to be unclothed, like to just their robe on, when they get home from work, take a shower. I don't understand why a son would go tell everybody outside of the tent, hey, Dad's naked in there. Not unless there was something strange happening. Or is the Bible saying, being naked is not good? I don't know why I would say that if, this is our birthday suit. So God made it. We should not be ashamed of ourselves, of our bodies. We should be, happy that we have a healthy, good body. And when we don't, to work towards that the best we can. So I don't understand what the big deal is about being naked. Maybe it will tell us in the next video. I don't know yet. I don't remember. So I will have to read it with you. So with that, if you like these topics, this is a new channel, help us grow. Please like and subscribe it, and follow us along. It's a great place. It's real easy, small bites, going line by line all the way through it, with questions that I personally have on my own personal spiritual journey. And I'd like to share those with people, especially the ones in the local area. So if you're local, we get together every Sunday at 1:15. We talk about and gather to discuss topics to help us know ourselves better, to know others better, to communicate better, to ultimately connect and meditate in ways that bring us closer to the infinite. And plus, we always eat, and we have great fellowship. It's a fantastic place out here. You can find all the information you want about us, or most of it, on the mysticsofTexas.com and our other YouTube channel, which has a huge variety of topics that help us do those things I just mentioned on the Mystics of Texas. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.